And we are back on Raiders franchise. In the last stream, last episode, let's start. We ended up getting the number one seed, but unfortunately went one and done as we fell to the Chargers. Uh, and the Jets ended up winning the Super Bowl. And in this stream, we are going to go for the offseason. That includes this re-sign phase that we're currently on, free agency, which is next, as well as the draft, and then finally preseason/final roster cuts. So here are the players who are going to be losing because, as you see, negative 8.6 mil. We can't afford to bring back these guys if we wanted to. Eddie Camarillo, Keon Robinson, Eddie Elliott, Sean Burgess, Morgan Dixon, Tracy Reese is on we're going to decline his fifth-year option. He has not played very well for us. Someone who I thought would be really good. We actually traded up in the first to get him is what sucks. He's just not panned out. Roger Hightower, Khalid Lowell, Tyrone Clay, Jonathan Copley brought back through free agency for a playoff run, so no strings attached to him, really. Quinn Robertson and then Joshua Carty. But one final time, here is what the roster is looking like. Obviously, it's going to be changing. But here's the defense. And then special teams. With the push of the button, we advance week. We now have a lot of money. 24.6. So we could go after someone if we want to. There's enough for Kalen Robinson. Enough. Ooh, not enough for Eddie Elliott. Enough for Eddie Camarillo. Let's look at the tight ends though. Could go after a younger guy like Elliott Jordan. Could go after a veteran in Thad Hancock with that superstar dev. They don't look very similar, but I saw the last names like, oh, maybe. I'd ideally love someone who's a scheme fit, but looking at it, oh, there we go. Sheldon Elliott is like the first person I saw personally. Unless there's, Ben Shavers, Elliott Jordan. But his interests, I want both to align, and I guess Ben Shavers is that guy. We'll offer him a 1-year deal. One year, $6 million is the offer we're going to submit. Just to have a serviceable guy, maybe he develops into something, who knows. But let's also, before we really get too invested, let's take a look at the team currently. Something we're going to be doing is we're going to be trading away Wyatt Jennings, our superstar guy who we drafted, in the third round. We've let him develop all these years. It's about time I think we let him get out there and go chase a starting job. But we need a kicker, who I'm not opposed to bringing back a certain someone, Joshua Carty. Unless we see someone else who we like. We have too many receivers, and one of them's gonna have to go. I don't think it's gonna be Marco Fernandez. Blackwell, in my opinion, doesn't make too much sense. I think, and it sucks to say, I think Tracy Reese might be the odd man out. You look, I mean, just hasn't really produced. Now, we're not going to say we're going to trade him quite yet. There'll be someone we'll just simply put add to the trade block. For other players to add to the trade block, there really isn't any. I think this team is built really good. I quite like everyone, starter, backup, whatever you may be. Oh, never mind. There is obviously one player specifically. I forgot about him. Wyatt Jennings. There we go. So, kicker wise, who is available? Ethan Gray, Eric Colin, Joshua Carty, we could just bring back. Okay, so he looks pretty good. Nice young guy we could potentially doesn't have a lot of power though. He's literally the top in both categories. Like, we're going for Cardi again. Sorry, I've been so quiet. There's no Mike linebacker, I think, worth going after. Ooh, well, no, he's ready too. I think that's everything. Oh, cornerback, maybe we can find a cornerback for a young guy to develop, maybe. Duke Morgan, I'm not opposed to, but he is not interested in coming back. Or actually, is there any? of our former guys maybe here. Let's bring Isaac Ford back for one final year. That's a name we haven't had in a while. Zach Walker's another one, but I think he still has some juice in the tank. I also think getting a backup quarterback could be worth it. Throw a 2-year deal for Jason Kaplan. I'm happy with this. Emmett Sharp. We go after Max Cormier. How much money difference is it? We'd save some money. Save about 200, or we lose about 200. Let's just stick with Jason Kaplan. And then lastly, we did lose a running back. Ezekiel Alfred's right there. Sean Burgess, our former guy, who we just lost. For a 1-year, $3 million deal towards Courtney Darby. Excuse me. The other question is, do we bring back? Never mind, I don't even see him. Was he 28 maybe? Oh, you know what? I probably moved him to receiver. There he is. And all the shavers sign, and they all sign for us. We throw in Cleedle and offer. And we lock up every single guy. That's what we're talking about. I think that's going to do it for our free agency as well. We don't really have too much money. Probably would like to save the 5 mil, honestly. No trade offers so far. Very interesting. Let's take a look at the top free agents remaining. We actually go up in some cap space. The number one guy, Joe Portillo, goes unsigned still, so. Oh, wait. Did he? Yeah. Kalen Robinson signed with the Bronx. You son of a. Eddie Elliott's unsigned. Eddie, thank you. I was banking on not seeing a, what logo do you call it? Bronco. JPJ is still there. We're just looking at available. There's no point. There's literally like no positions that we need. Ronnie Hickman, no one wants. That sucks to see. Xavier Rhodes. Just kind of scrolling. Charles Rand. Gabe Thompson goes unsigned still. That's a real player. I think that is. Yeah, there's all the top guys. Yeah, I don't really know who to go after. I'm gonna give Kareem Ward the nod. Well, let's see how well did Darby do. Yeah, I think honestly, looking at the sample size, I'd rather have. Yeah, I guess Darby's done better, but I do like the upside award a lot more. Whoa, let's not restructure. We're gonna go ahead and move you back over to running back. Glad to see your numbers still the same. Cleedle, our hybrid. We love him so much around here. Okay, let's go look at our trade options. Because there's definitely a market. I don't know why no one's offering to trade with us. So, here we are alive. Just had to make sure of that. Broncos are interested. So are the Chargers. Don't tell me those are the two teams we're going to have to choose from. Dolphins. Ooh, Packers, but they can't afford him. Texans and Titans. I don't think it makes sense for either of them two. Who are the other two? Chargers and Broncos and Dolphins. Well, here's Chargers. I wouldn't if I was them either. Well, actually, who knows? I wouldn't rule it out. Same with this. I would not rule this out. If you were to ask me, I think that the Dolphins do make the most sense because you have Easton Glanton, who is a former guy for us, and Justin Vallejo. Yeah, just solid, not great. They also can't afford him. So is there any player at the bottom, literally? We could take Johnny Washington, do a kind of a quarterback swap. Low key, like you look Calhoun's, I could see it because he's getting up there in age. He's on the final year of his deal. Actually, I'm gonna rule him out because after the season the Broncos just, or excuse me, not the Broncos, the Chargers just had where they made the playoffs. Mark Gray, not gonna say no. I mean, if I was them, I definitely wouldn't say he's our guy of the future quite yet. Who was your quarterback last year? Yeah, if I'm them, I'm probably saying, okay, this is probably the team we're gonna go with. Or low key, who has the best draft pick? Obviously, it's not the Chargers. Dolphins. Dolphins it is. Would you do a first and then some shitty player? In the nicest way. I mean, would do Clayton Floyd. Oh, they did it first? Shoot. Well, now that makes me think I could have got more. Listen, let's look at it this way. We spent a third round pick. He was a backup who we weren't going to re-sign. Yeah, I could have got more probably, but it's a first round pick. I'm not going to complain. I probably should have tested to see if I could have got more. But at that point, I also feel like the trade we just did was very unrealistic. We're going to look at free agency recaps. All the guys who got signed, Portillo, the number one guy, goes to the Seahawks. We'll talk about divisional signings, which we see Carl Crawford go to the Chargers, as well as former players of ours. We see Nick Armstrong, a guard, go to the Broncos. I like that for them. Gay Thompson go to the Browns. Only on a one-year deal. That's very surprising. Doc Walker going to the Chiefs. Wow. Former guy and goes to the division. Eric Williams, superstar tackle, goes to the Chiefs. Eric Sanchez goes to the Broncos. And so does Kyle Stark, cornerback. Superstar Mike Pitts, linebacker, goes to the Chargers. I don't know why my voice is running out. Rob Harrison also, right tackle, to the Broncos. Emmett Harper, another linebacker, to the Chargers. Reggie Bartow, guard, goes to the Broncos. Don't know why I thought I saw a superstar there. Tyrell Hayward, a Mike linebacker, to the Chiefs. And we're getting close to the end. A 68 overall, 23-year-old will linebacker with superstar Max Warren signs with the Chargers. Good signing for them. A 67 Mike linebacker with star dev Wayne Faulkner signed with the Chiefs. Did Eddie Elliott sign? He did not. The top guy goes on the sign up. Hey, he didn't play very well. I don't blame him. We have trade offers for Tracy Reese now. Delgado, I remember him. All right, Tracy Reese. Who needs a receiver? Our number 2 guy. And you could argue I'm giving up on him. Bears desperately do. Well, he's only yellow. Let's see if there's a green. Did I see green? I did not. Bears make the most sense. Maybe the Bills do. He'd immediately become their receiver too. I think the Broncos would make a good sense as well. Never mind. Oh, Browns 100% would, but they're not even interested. They have Emmett Harrington as well. Colts look like they're in a tough spot. A lot of these teams who need them can't afford them is the issue. Like, I mean, look at them. It's literally Malik Neighbors and who else? And finding a guy who's going to take 2.5 mil is going to be a lot more difficult than you might think. Jaguars, maybe we could make work, only 1.8. Ooh, Seahawks, we definitely can make work. I mean, look at the drop off. And pretty much every player gets paid that much money, 440. Except apparently this guy. Yeah, we'll take Diego Trevino. Then draft pick. We're being realistic. We spent a first on him. Final year of his deal. Hasn't played the best. I would say a third. Because we're being realistic. Or what? No, sure. Let's throw realism out the window. Yeah. We'll take a second. I'm sure they'll accept that. Yeah. I'll take a second for him. Okay, private workouts. Who do we think we need? Boop, boop, boop. No questions. Tight end, number one need, I'd argue. Unless we're hoping that this tight end, who I don't even know the name of, turns into something. But we do have multiple firsts. Why is this sort from worst to best? That's not how that should work. Oh, there is a round one tight end. Does he fall to us? Atlanta's offer is so good, I can't pass it up. And there's a chance the tight end goes because of this. I just want to check one thing real quick, and that is Lindsey Ingram. 1 year remaining on his contract. I'm going to take Joel Taylor. Already took him at 27, hidden dev. Bobby Ford, we were interested in him. We pick at 9. Do we just rock it out? So help me, Giants, if you screw me over. He falls to us. There we go. Falls right to our laps. Jamie Espinoza. Ranked 20, took him at 41. Hidden development. Bang! What a replacement. I'm really happy with that. I almost wonder if it's worth taking JJ Baxter or Cliff Beck. Let's go back to our team's salaries. Matt Royster only has a year left. He's not going to be getting any younger. Nico Pineda is slowing down a bit. Like, he is going to be going into the final of Zeal, and I do think there's a realistic chance Jordan Moreland is our future. So, we're going to take Jimmy Randolph, and this might ultimately be the end of Khalid Lowell doing this. Then Dev. Ooh, I never paused the draft. Oh my goodness. That could have been bad. I'm literally just watching the timer tick. Oh, okay, we probably should have taken him, because there's literally no one now. And everyone's undrafted free agents. Maybe we could take a flyer on a quarterback. Bryce Bush, I really like. We're going to definitely be looking into him in the undrafted rounds. But as for now, I do like how Rakeem Teague looks. Is a pocket passer is the only concern. There's Claps. 149, took him at 91. Not terrible. Definitely reach, probably, but get a backup quarterback in the future. Hopefully. I do like Ben Peralta as well as a tight end. Let's take a flyer on Mitchell Martin. I like how he looks. 170 took him at 121. Not. Okay, I think we trade this pick away. Orphan at 6 is hard to pass up, Cleveland. Didn't you just pick, though? Since there's someone you really want, going back to back. Nick Tate, alright, if you think he's your guy. Ain't gonna dog on you for that. It was Ben Peralta, right? Indeed it was. We're in the middle of the 5th. I think now is the time to start taking my flyer picks. 183 took him at 155. I like that. I think quarterback is definitely next because they seem to go a lot more common than the other guys here in these later rounds. Bryce Bush, welcome to the team. Ooh, booze. 271 took him 175. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. take some tackle depth. Sean Peterson. We just watched Roderick Hightower. 172. Took him at 177. We have 3 picks in a row. We'll take Will Collins. Took him at 185. He was a 174. Take a flyer on Courtney Bird. Why not? 132.6. Took him to 186. If I'll say cornerback, I'll never have too many if you're me. Oop. Forgot I have another one. And last and definitely not least, I think, getting our choice of kicker in case Joshua Carty doesn't pan out. That would be Rylan Boston. $27, took him at 187. There we go. And then this should be our final pick. No, yeah. Some day free receivers, I mean. Yeah, no. We'll see if there's any good Wills out there. I mean, he looks like the best of the bunch, but that is not saying a whole lot. We'll take him, though. Michael Hilton, welcome to the team. Be upset, it's fine, bro. You see what pick it is? These are 5 picks before. Most likely these guys are not touching the field. A 76 overall kicker. I think we're going to cut Joshua Carty straight up. But 64 for Bryce Bush. I'm pretty happy, though. 75, 77 as a tight end. 72 for a backup running back who can maybe one day take over for Genty. Obviously, Genty is getting up there. He did sign we signed him to a 2-year deal. We might have to roll with 2 kickers. I love how Nick Estrada is climbing up the leaderboards. I mean, he is a superstar, to be fair. Where was Callum Martin drafted, though? Wasn't he a pretty high 4th-round pick? Yeah. Just not panning out. Give Ben Ramirez a chance. Him and Colt Parks, I mean, All right. New injury. Jalen Blackman, 1 to 3 weeks. Okay, that sucks. He is going to be back in time for the regular season, though. That's what matters the most. And finally, 19 players we got to cut. It's a lot. We're going to go by position. Oh, practice squad Bush. We're going to cut Bowman straight up. Halfback. We're going to keep Khalid Low. I'm sorry to Courtney Darby. I was really excited for you, but for Estrada's safe. We'll practice squad Booker because he got star dev. The other two, though, unfortunately, we're going to be releasing you. And Kyle Martin will make it as a 6. Tight end. The top 2 are guaranteed. Sorry, Ben Harris, but you're going to get cut. Trevino, we're going to practice squad. Wayne, we're going to cut. Whitwell, you're just not going to get an opportunity here. We're going to cut you as well. Mitchell Martin, you're a 3rd or a 7th round pick. You're not. Guards, good. Center, right guard, right tackle. You're the first to go, though. Eric Phelps at the moment. Left edge. Right edge. We only have the 1. Put you at right edge. D tackle now. We're going to cut Calvin Casper. McLean is the 5, so Will Collins enjoy the practice squad. Only 2 mics, in my opinion. We need 2 Wills. Courtney Berry can go on the P squad. Howard can get cut. Where were you drafted, Tavon McLean? 7th round pick. Yeah, you're going on the P squad. If someone takes you, you know what? That works too. All right, we don't need 11 offensive linemen. 10 will do. I'm going to give Ward the start, though, over Lowell. The rest of this roster should be good. Ramirez over Parks, as it should be. We do have 2 kickers. What's your kick power? 99. Not very accurate, though. We're going to go ahead and put you in a kickoff starter spot. Alright, but one last thing we're going to do this episode is we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to next week. We're just going to get our abilities set up. We'll do the scouts off camera as I always do. But every time it does this, sure, it's full pads, I guess. No wonder why some of our guys always are getting injured, though. No injuries. Let's go. Yeah, that sets that up. Oh, one last thing. Keep auto-generated rookies. I have to make sure I do that. I'm also going to do one final thing, and that's going to be... We're going to upgrade this. Alright, and that is going to do it for this stream. I hope you guys did enjoy. Did enjoy? Yeah, I did. I'll see you guys next time where we'll go for this 2035 season. This is going to be season 11? No. No, because this is... Is it 11? I might be wrong. Have I been titling literally every stream of mine wrong? Hold on. Okay, so we're obviously in this season 1. Okay, we moved to season 2. Okay, switch to season 3. Okay, season 3 to season 4. Season 4 to 5. Okay, and then 5 to 6, we do 6. I have. I've been numbering it wrong. I apologize to everyone. Let's actually quickly fix this. I am so sorry. And this might corrupt my stream doing this, hopefully not. But this is the season 10 stream. I titled this wrong. We're actually in season 10. I don't know why I thought we were a year ahead, but I was wrong. Wait, I'm confused. Maybe I am wrong. What? I'm so confused. Okay, hold on. There's an easy way to figure this out. Okay, so let's go to, okay, so season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, so we're in season 11. Why does it say 2035 though? Or does that automatically count? It should be 2036. Wait, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30 for 1, for 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I counted wrong. Okay, give me 1 sec, then I have to retitle some videos that I already changed that I was wrong about. Alright, but I'm gonna end stream now anyway, because I don't want to keep you guys here and waiting. But that is going to do it for this one. Sorry about my little mental idiocy there at the end. I hope you guys did enjoy. I did, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed.